Hi there. Good. Not too much of a bite with that second one. Oh well. Alright, so where's my stuff here? Might ought to have this closer. Can you see me? Hold on, let me see if I can get even closer. What about now? I don't know, man. Looks like maybe you can see it better than you could before. Alright, so where's my other thing? I don't know about this new pad. I haven't worked with it before. Okay, so I'm going to go right in the middle of the notch. Actually, I'm not sure that I got it. So now the notches are up. I need to kind of get in here and sort of... I'm trying not to touch the outside of the corners. Okay. So I punch those and I look at them and see how bad they look. And then you can either use that same tool if you're brave, or you can try and get up in the corners. Actually, I need to come out a little bit on these and make them a little bit bigger. This actually isn't a good point to do it on because the point isn't wide enough. And I should be out in the sun where I can see. But other than that, other than everything being done wrong, it's great. And you look at the end and you make sure that you've gotten it raised enough. You have to make sure your platforms are where they need to be. Then you go in the middle and push in and down. And look and see what you did. Look for cracks. And don't push too many times on it and round it off. You don't want it rounded off. Or get it stalled. You won't be able to do anything. Make sure it's raised. I'm pushing in and down because I'm trying to run out the flake ahead of me a little bit. See them? I see the notches or the platforms are down. Sharpening, sharpening. I like to keep this stuff relatively sharp because when you do, it puts higher load of pressure on a specific spot, which is safer. Because if you spread out the pressure and load, it takes more to take the flake, but also you're putting it on a broader area where you can break it. I don't know if you can see how much that let out ahead, but that flake ran to there. It's that bevel that helps on the tool. I just push in and down. See, on that one it ran out to there. A lot of times I like to, once I do that big one, a lot of times I just like to grab the little horseshoe nailing. And I like to work up from below, you know, pulling down, because that way I don't even touch the back of the notch area. Or down here, I don't touch the... The one thing I didn't show you, but when you start in, once you get in past this area, if you want to, you can kind of smooth out. You can even take a flake and do fine grinding like a little bit in there, and it'll make it stronger to where it's safer, where it's less likely to just get brushed and take an accidental flake or something. I actually feel like it'd be nice to widen these notches a little bit. I like to work with them 2 flakes wide, really. I mean, a lot of times you may want small notches, but it's the larger they are, the safer they are. Because it's hard to not get any lateral force at all, and sometimes your little bulb of percussion or whatever, or bulb of pressure, will kind of try and expand on you a little bit. You can see how wide that bulb actually is, and so it's the wider it is, the safer it is. And part of my problem right here too is that I just don't work with Obsidian all that much. So I don't have an instinctive feel for the safety of, or not, of notching Obsidian. I mean, I've done it, but I haven't done it many times. And I think my techniques are probably a lot cruder than some people's with some of this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm no notching expert, but the problem is when I wanted to know about notching, I looked online, and yeah, I saw like 2 or 3 guys had something up about it, but I didn't see a lot. Maybe considerably more now. I haven't looked recently, but I don't think that I'm particularly great at this. I'm just goofing around and showing you. I guess the only reason I started doing this was because I just was afraid that you'd start thinking I don't know how to do anything but make a Clovis. How long has it been? 11 minutes, 11 and a half. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like Clovises. Part of my problem is with the YouTube stuff is I'm trying to stick to my original goal and try to help people as opposed to just being an all about, look at me, I'm on YouTube kind of thing. And you may not want to be making all Clovises. You might want to be deep notching super skinny Obsidian points that have no business being deep notched. Because the stem is obviously so narrow that I don't know what you would do with this particular point, assuming that it survives. It would definitely be a scary arrow coming through the air. Probably sound like a little lithic freight train. You might say to yourself, well, how are you going to finish that point without breaking it? I don't know. But I'm going to try. I need to get my bevel back and my sharpness. It's dangerous to just set your point like that on that and fall off and break. All right. I don't know how deep I'm going to go with this. Don't know. I'm not feeling super brave today. I can't remember what I've already screwed up today. Kind of bad, huh? I gotta get me some flakes going. Now, get some sharpness. This thing looks like it could be attempting to stall on me. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to try a punch and see what happens. I'll be right back.